How did you sleep?
Wonderful now. The rule that always takes place when I'm leaving, sunshine and rain, always together, and when I'm leaving, because this is exactly how I feel.
Happiness and sadness.
At the
in one.
same time, yes. It's, so I think that, and then there is a rainbow.
Okay, so shall we look for like rainbow man?
It may come a bit later. So, first define a parasite. A parasite is a burden, right? A parasite is somebody that you have to feed and who eats your food, but then you get less, and the parasite just grows, and is completely dependent on you. So I don't like that. I don't want to be that. When I receive, I want to give. I want this to be a win-win case. When I receive an emotion, I give an emotion. When it is a place to stay, for example, like here, then just look around. What can you contribute? What can you do to the place? And it was very lovely because now my freshest memories from here. So maybe many examples come from limestone, but when I arrived, I talked to Sylvia, the owner, and I said, I want to stay, but I don't want to be a parasite. Please give me something to do. I usually volunteer for a place to stay and for food. And he said, okay, we have a place to stay, so you don't have to worry about it. I will think about what you said, but just don't worry about it. The food you have to get for yourself. And the supermarket was really far away from here, and I had no idea where it was. So the morning that I woke up in my hammock, because I didn't want to sleep in the room, I found a coconut. And then I was so happy, and I broke the coconut, and I ate the coconut, and I felt good. I thought, how long will it approximately last me? But then Sylvia invited me for breakfast, and that was really nice. And when I started finding things to do for myself, like a little bit of gardening at first, and then I found a grill that needed complete restoration. I repainted it. I painted the bricks, and then I received one morning. I received a little bag behind my door, and it was full of food. And then I was so happy that there was this to receive. Like this was like this act of love, right? Because. And I felt so inspired, and I found so many more things to do. And Sylvia said, "Oh, you work so much today," but actually it was just because I received that act of love. I felt so much energy, and I wondered if the worker who receives a paycheck feels the same energy. And I thought that probably not. And also with it, I feel freedom. Feel a lot of freedom, that I can stay, and I'm free to go. I can work, and I can be lazy. And which one do I choose to do? This is my freedom. I do not have any working hours. Sometimes employer might say, but that is bad. Maybe the worker will be lazy. But I find it on the contrary. I can work until 3 a.m. in the morning.
Like yesterday or the day before yesterday.
So it is, it's just the opposite. That all the fears that people have, I find in me they work just the opposite. I am only guessing, but there is I think a certain kind of magic of closing a circle, right? I think it is very important to close a circle before something new can happen or is allowed to happen. At the moment I'm making stitches in the world, making stitches in a way that I'm walking from one ocean to the other, and then from the other ocean to another ocean, and then kind of making all kinds of walking back and forth and up and down and up again and east and west, and you know, because I love it. I'm just doing it because I love it. But there, every time that I reach the ocean, I put my hand or foot or myself into it the first time, something magical happens. Like something really good happens. Like I found this stick, or not, I didn't find it. It was given to me by a martial arts teacher in Alaska when I put my hand in the ocean, or when I crossed the Canada and put my hand in the Atlantic after I had put in it in Pacific in Alaska. Months later, an Indian chief said, I will be a miracle that you need, because I have air miles on my because I use credit card so much. I will buy you a ticket to Mexico. You cannot, because you cannot go to the United States. Then the United States didn't let me in. So that's what happened. And then I lived in his community and volunteered in his school. So like, there's always something very special that happens.
Is this your new captain?
No, I think it is.
Yeah, I think
we are
it's
the friends.
Anchor up!